Today I'm going to show you how to build this very simple AI phone agent to pre-qualify leads and answer any questions and so on. And here's how it works.
Hey, this is the AI assistant of Dish2i Systems. Do you want me to show you how we help software companies with reducing customer support response times to under 30 seconds across all channels, while saving a ton of time in just 30 seconds?
That sounds really cool, but can you instead tell me a bit more about what exactly an AI system is and what it can do?
An AI system, in this context, is a set of software components that can understand customer questions and automatically respond or take actions.
Okay,
Based on
very
your company,
cool. And how do I know whether this is for me?
it's likely for you if at least a couple of these are true. You get repetitive support questions, same 20 to 50 questions over and over. Customers complain about slow response times. Or you're feeling constant support pressure. Support is taking dark founder, engineer time that should go to product. You have multiple channels.
Yeah,
Web
makes
plus
sense.
email plus
That resonates, in fact. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll call you later. So now that you have an idea for how this works, I want to show you how to build this very easily. And the first thing we need to do is go to the first link in the video description, because there I will give you the template for this, so we can just download it there, upload it to VoiceFlow, and then we don't need to build or prompt any of this, and we just have it ready. So the first link in the video description will take you to a page that looks something like this, which is my school community. It's cool. There's some cool people in there, but that's not what we're here for. We want to join. We want to join first, then go to the classroom, and here in the projects and resources tab. And in here, we will find a bunch of templates and links for a bunch of cool stuff that I've built. But what we want to do is go down here to the AI customer support rep, phone and web. You will see this tutorial that I'm recording right now display here as well, but we only need the links right here, which is the template, which we're going to download, because this is what we will then upload into VoiceFlow at the next step. So download this and just click here to open VoiceFlow. If you don't know VoiceFlow, VoiceFlow is an awesome platform to build any sort of AI agents and anything in that direction, really, where you're building with AI. It's very simple. I love it very much. I'm a certified expert here, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but it's very, very cool. So you want to sign up for free, essentially. If you haven't done so, you can just do this with your Google account or manually create an account with email and password. They will take you through this whole process step by step, so you can't do anything wrong, really. And once you have created an account, you will be put into a dashboard looking something like this. Now, here we can see the different projects we have built already. For me, that is some. If you are new to this and don't have an account yet, you won't see any projects here or here. You will just see this window up here and a few templates. And what we want to do now is go over to projects and import, and then just import the file we just downloaded and hit import. And you will see this new agent pop up. We will double click and open it. And this is all we need. This is the entire agent. It is all in this one prompt because it's a very simple conversation, basically, where we just ask the user questions to find out what their problems are. They ask us questions, we give answers, they give answers. We determine if they're a cool lead, and if they are, we give them a small CTA. I've put in some general information in here so that you can just either leave it as it is, and just use it for yourself instantly. Or if you want to tweak it on some points, you can. For example, the starting conversation message right here, which will be the first thing the agent says in the telephone conversation or in the web conversation, if you want to install this on web, which I'm going to show you as well in this video. So this message is very general right now. I just put in some variables and said, hey, fill the variables in with the stuff you find in the knowledge base. It's obviously always better if you just fill this in directly. So you're the AI assistant of, and then you just put in the name of your company. You just do something about your avatar and the problem you're solving for them. As well, if you want to put in the name of your company up here, you can do that. If you want the agent to have a different personality, you can write this in here. And down here, the lead qualification part, I would advise you to put in some extra information about your lead specifically, what kind of leads you're looking for, what your perfect avatar is, and so on. So the chatbot actually knows what to look for in the phone conversations or in the chat conversations. And then the CTA down here, which I've put, you should probably change this to make it more native to you as well. So like take out the variables I put in here and write in the CTA that you want to make to your clients. I've given you some good guidelines with this, what I've seen working, like in the conversation when the agent established that the user is a cool fit. Just say in the first line of a message, hey, by the way, we could help you way better if you would just schedule a quick call with us. Like, here's the link. But obviously fill this into your specific like tweaks and what you need. And then if there's anything more you need to add or want to take away from this, you have two options. You can either just click in and delete it or write something new yourself, or you can go to this little blue thing and tell him how to change the prompt. For example, I want the agent to answer longer. I want them to like be a bit more fun, a bit more sarcastic. You could just write this up here, and then it will tweak the prompt in the right way. And the model, if you are on a free plan, you probably don't have access to all of the models. Just choose the best one for you. I found that the most accurate typically is a GPT model, and the most conversational, if you want to go more to for the conversations, like if you put the weight not so much on how accurate the agent is, but more how good it can talk to people, then choose Claude. Otherwise, for the analytical and accuracy stuff, choose a GPT model. Okay. The rest we don't need. Basically, you can close this, and then all we have to do is go to this little brain icon on the side, which is the knowledge base, and just upload everything in here that we want the agent to know. So this could be your website, your Instagram and Facebook, and in general your social profiles. This could be a like blog post or Wikipedia pages to stuff your company is about. Whatever, PDF documents, your documentation if you have one for your software or whatever. All of that, the more the better. Just upload it in here. Just say add a source and put in plain text a table. Docs sitemap is really cool actually. If you choose the domain to your website, if you take that and put it in here and then write sitemap.xml, it will take all of the subdomains and all of the subpages and train the agent on each and every single one, more than like training it on the entire website at once. And so this is way more specific and a way more accurate way to train your agent. So just import that. Cool. Done. Now, if you want to change anything about the voice settings, go to the settings icon, behavior, voice, and here you can change the voice, how fast your agent talks, how much emotion is in the voice, and so on. If you want to test it out, you can say call and then just put in your number here, and then it will call you so you can test how it sounds like. And if you want to connect this to a real phone number so that the agent answers every time someone calls you, you just go to interfaces here, this little puzzle icon, go to telephony, and then you say create a new number. You choose either of these. For example, you choose Twilio. You connect a phone number, and you do that by going to Twilio, creating an account here. So start for free, sign up with Google. Same procedure, they will take you through everything step by step if you don't have an account yet. And once you have created the account, you will see this interface basically. And now to get a phone number, you will go to phone numbers and you will say manage and then buy a number. And here you can choose the country code. I advise you to use the country code of the country that your customers are in. So if you service businesses in the US, then obviously choose a US number. We don't need SMS, we don't need MMS, we don't need fax, we just need voice. And then buy any of these numbers. Basically, they are all the same price. You just say buy, and then you basically agree to this and you just buy this number. Look out for this is a monthly fee, but yeah, then you buy this number. And when you bought this number, you will see all of the credentials you need. So in here, you will put in the phone number you just bought. You will put in your account SID, which you find by going back, clicking up here, going to user settings. And just on this page, you basically can't miss it. You just use the account SID. You can just copy this and put it into account SID. Here, the auth token of Twilio you will find when buying the number. And then you can give this a name if you want to. And you just then create this whole thing. It will put this into your account here, and the number will be connected so that whenever this number you just chose here is called, the caller will talk to the agent. Once this is done, do not forget to get back to workflows and hit publish. That way, the agent will be available to talk via phone or web or whatever. Now, this is the whole phone part of this. You see, it's very easy. You just have to download, upload, change some things if you want to. Upload your website or your documentation or whatever, connect the phone number, publish, and you're done with this. If you want to put this onto your website as well, you can just go to interfaces, say widget, and just copy this code and put it onto your website. I pre-designed all of this for you. I hope I made a good job. I hope you like it. If not, you can just say appearance and style and change the color here, change the images here. But I would feel honored if you think that my taste in designing the chatbot was cool. I like the blue. Yeah, whatever. And you just basically copy this up here, and then you go into the HTML code of your website. If you don't know how to find that, you can either Google or ask your web development team, your web developer, whatever, to take this code and to paste it somewhere in the HTML code. Literally just somewhere in the HTML code. If you have some developers, they will know what to do with it. Yeah, and then in the end, just hit publish. That's one of my most made mistakes. If anything is not working, try to hit publish. Then all of the new updates are saved, and the chatbot should be working. For any other issues, usually there is something wrong with the prompt. You can just go in here, see what's wrong, see what you don't like, and ask this blue thing to change it, basically. It's very easy. Nothing much that can go wrong here. So enjoy your chatbot. Yeah, that's it. If you want to have some other cool templates or tutorials or 1 month free of VoiceFlow Pro and an awesome community of awesome people, then first link in the video description, just join the community. Yeah, you have to either way because you will get the template for this here, but I promise you it will be worth it. There's a bunch of other cool stuff in here. So go down there. I'll see you on the other side. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.